I really appreciate too with you and the impact that you're having, not just on social media with a huge presence on TikTok, but
Yeah.
you're somebody that can communicate with youngsters. And when I say that is, I've been blessed to speak on the biggest stages around the world with C-level executives, the
Yeah.
chairmen of the biggest companies.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I don't do as well from high school down. In those schools, I do a little bit better in the graduate schools and in undergrad, but I have a difficult time not connecting, but feeling like I connect. Meaning that afterwards, I'm always
Yeah.
surprised that the kids, I planted seeds for trees that I may never sit under, but I just don't feel that they're listening or I'm connecting to them. You obviously are connecting to them. And I think actually my first question would be, do you feel like you're connecting to them? Because you obviously really resonate with them.
You know what? The biggest connection happened when I use an interest of theirs to teach the lesson that I'm trying to instill in them and inspire in them. Here's what I mean by that is I'm a really big like sneakerhead. I love Air Jordans, things like that, right? And the sneaker culture in schools amongst our youth is just huge. When you talk to youngsters, it's like, well, who's this guy? Right? They're cynical right off the start, right? So it's like if I can use something they're interested in to promote my lesson. So it's like here's what I mean by that really quick. As I remember, I was in a school and I was meeting kids and I looked down. I noticed this one student had crazy expensive sneakers on, like super rare, multiple thousands of dollars they're worth. And I was just blown away. How does this kid have these? So right away I'm drawn to him, right? So short conversation with him, I realized that he had no idea what he was wearing. It was something that was passed along in his family. He had no idea the value. And right there in that moment, I thought, he doesn't know the value of the sneakers he's wearing, but isn't that also true in life? Is that so many of us are walking around not knowing our value. And in that moment, I thought that is an illustration that I can use, right? I even took him aside later and I said, dude, do you know what you're wearing? And I have the website showing him. And even though I was pointing it out to him and showing him, I could tell he didn't believe me. That taught me a second lesson in that day. And this is where my message kind of goes with youth now is that sometimes our belief, our identity is so ingrained that we can have people point it to us and go, look at what you have. This is your, look at your, and they don't believe it because they're too busy looking at somebody else's, right? So it's those concepts, right? Where it's like the moment I mentioned Air Jordan sneakers, there's a large percentage that's already in. And when I kind of connect it right with a bigger life lesson, it tends to work.